Yo, what's up? Music addicts only. It's your girl Billy Sunshine, and I'm here with 6
What's up, y'all?
Oh, so what's going on, man? How's everything?
Everything is good. Everything is good. Glad to be here. Thanks to Music Addicts. You know what I mean? We out here in a little bit cold. You know what I mean? But we're in Brooklyn and just been doing a couple things here today. I'm on my way back to the studio, so we stop and have a little conversation or whatever.
Yeah. Little powwow, man.
Yeah.
A little powwow in Brooklyn, yo. BK every day, all day. Okay, so producing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what made you get into that? What made you say, yo, that's something I want to do?
I mean, I would say what got me into producing was kind of like what got me just into music in general. It's like a way. It's just creating your own music. You know, it's just like a good feeling. From the time I was born, like I was always. Like my uncle was a drummer. Like my mom's played classical piano growing up. My pops played keys in a couple bands in the '70s. He wrote a song for the Stylistics and everything like that. Like I always just loved music growing up. Like Stevie Wonder was like one of my first words was 1D. I used to call him 1D, and like obviously like I loved Michael. Like Michael Jackson was my favorite. Like I was like 5 years old at my aunt and uncle's wedding, like performing with the band, like doing Michael medley and everything. And like Michael was, and just growing up, we listened to everything: the Beatles, Earth, Wind and Fire, Anita Baker, like just the whole gamut, basically, so to speak. So when it got time to make my own music, like I just kind of I was like listening to what I was, listening to at the time and figuring out what exactly had to go into making that music. And I started off doing that, and then I worked with a producer for a while by the name of Frequency, and then I just kind of got, and then I'd say that Kanye West's Late Registration album, when I heard that, and I heard that he was like elevating his production, that it was a real like step forward from the college dropout, I went ahead and said, yo, I need to do both, and I went out and just got myself some more equipment, and I just basically built up my studio. And production's something that I work on all the time, and I'm constantly getting my sound better and better and updating it and getting new sounds involved, and it's a rewarding kind of thing. And I'm not really a beat maker as opposed to a producer. I really take it from A to Z. Like I rarely ever have a beat done and before like the song is done. You know what I mean?
So you really like dissect your music before? Like...
A little bit, like dissecting is like it's an important thing, as well as also paying attention to your song. You know what I mean? Like if I could be an MC/producer, that's cool, but I'd like to become known maybe as like a hip hop songwriter, so to speak. You know what I mean? And producers, in the classical sense of the term, they were just the ones that would kind of assemble the musicians and assemble who's gonna put the track together from A to Z. Hip hop has a little bit different of a definition as far as producer goes. So.
That's so cool. So it's like you were just born into music, like everything you eat, live, breathe is music. Yeah,
there's baby pictures of me like fresh out the hospital with a Walkman on. Like my aunt always tells this story when I was like 3 years old, 4 years old. Like she had me in the back seat, like in the baby seat or whatever, and she just hit scan on the radio, and I would just kind of sing along. I'd name all the songs or whatever.
Wow, that's so it's in your blood.
Yeah, hell yeah, music's in my blood. Like my family, like I said, like we've always kind of been around in music. I took piano lessons when I was a little kid. Like I never really I never became like a virtuoso or anything. I never really became like technically skilled. I'm not like Liberace or anything like that. But it helps as far as like knowing like what kind of feelings you want to put into your music. Just knowing the theory and composition and everything like that.
Another ground. How did that get started? All that come together.
Another ground started because Wildebeest said, yo, what we do, like, it's kind of like pop music, but it's not really underground. We're just kind of on another ground. And I said, hey, that sounds good. We're another ground music, and that's what it is right now. Like, it's kind of just like a house for everything that kind of we do. It's like, the flagship artists is myself and Wildebeest and Jelani, and we got a lot of other people that kind of are involved, and we bringing a lot of people into the fold. We have a lot of behind the scenes people. We got like a guy by the name of Joey Angeloni that's just incredible with making films and stuff like that. And we just got a lot of people, and it's gonna be something, I think, that we always imagined it to be. We just not, I don't think we're quite there yet, but I think that with our outreach of our music, it's actually farther than we even are aware of, so to speak. And because of that, like, there's a lot of our contemporaries right now, like guys coming up, and they're getting, they're getting a certain recognition for what they do that we're not necessarily getting recognition for. And I think at the same token, we're kind of getting stuff that they're not. I'd really say we're in our own lane. Anotherground is really like its own lane. We're just cool, down to earth people. We really like we're music before the before the flash and the flare. I'd say more substance than style, I guess, or whatever. And that's just what it is. It ain't underground. It's Anotherground.
It's like really cool. Like learning the background of everything. Like it's like really wild, crazy. I hope all y'all are getting that out there.
Yeah. Just if you. We don't really have like a website, so to speak, but we have we created a blog, anotherground.blogspot.com, and we basically up that just about every day. Like there's either a new join or a new interview, like Music Addicts Only or whatever, and we put that up in our blog, and like you can go to that blog and also be able to download all our mixtapes, which is one click and boom, it goes right to your computer or whatever. We got a lot of cool mixtapes with like Mick Boogie and Ill. We got a bunch of cool mixtapes. It's too many to really kind of list right now. Just check it all out at anotherground.blogspot.com.